Salutations, spooks, spirits, and specters, and welcome back to more Corpse Party, Book of Shadows, as episode 5 continues. Let's see what this little item is. A memo pad, presumably belonging to the deceased girl, is lying on the ground near her body. It looks like she was using it to chronicle her experiences here in the school building. The letters are written in pink ink and are easily legible. I did the Sachiko ritual with Nozomi and the others. And then, all of a sudden, I was out like a light. When I came to, I was here, surrounded by corpses. I can't even say how many times I vomited. I want to go home. We three have to stick together. If we don't, I think we're as good as dead. Like that high school student we met yesterday. There's nothing left to eat in here. I think we've been here a week now, but it's hard to say for sure. I really want to take a bath. And brush my teeth, too. The three of us talked it over and decided to eat that dead body. It was tough and bloody and felt and tasted so wrong. Rena soldiered through, but Nozomi threw it up. He came again. Nozomi was injured. Now she'll just get in our way. Rena was crying. But I'm just hungry. Nozomi's not coming. I think she's been killed already. Oh well. If Rena comes, I know what I have to do. Well, we'll just leave now. We have a key to find. Any bodies? Oh, there's a body. And there's an item. It's a rather heavily decayed corpse. Based on size and uniform, it looks to be the body of a female junior or senior high school student. Her head has been smashed flat as if with a press, and everything that would normally be tucked away in her skull is now lying exposed on the hallway floor. Her student ID can be found amongst this viscera. Koyo Girls Academy Middle School. Nozomi Makita. There's a piece of scrap paper on the floor near the body. It seems to have been torn out of a larger memo pad. Several lines are written on it with pink ink. I found something we can eat. I've noted its location on this map. Please come as soon as you see this. There's still hope for us. Let's stave off death as long as possible. Together. There's a hand-drawn map at the bottom of the page with a big circle on it. The circle is labeled Staff Room, and the area indicated seems to be right at the end of this very hallway. Well, if I recall, part of the hallway had a bunch of poisonous bulbs on it. But that could very well change. corpses. No corpses. The door to the staff room is locked up tight. Hello, dead body. Hello, spirit. There's a corpse here that almost seems to be resting against the wall. Or perhaps it was propped up post-mortem. It looks to be the remains of a male senior high school student. His wrists and ankles are bound with wire, and there also appears to be copious amounts of wire around his neck. His name tag reads, Kuroshiki Industrial High School, Masaru Nijino. Hello, spirit.
人玉ちょっとマジやばい足震えてきた
君はまだ生きているねもし1秒でも長く生きていたいのなら誰も信じちゃいけない誰もだよ
Well, I thought as much that we couldn't get there. What's down this way? Any bodies on the floor? No bodies. Any bodies on the floor? No bodies. Is this where we started? This is where we started. I actually didn't look around here. Wait, what? Being alone is scary. But being with someone else is even scarier. Stay alert. Don't let your guard down. So that must have been scratched in the wall. That's why. I guess this is just more cubbyhole business. Or shoe locker business. The boys' room entrance is completely boarded up. There's no way to get inside right now. That's fine. We have a lovely corpse right here to look at. It's a thoroughly decomposed corpse. Based on size and uniform, it looks to be the body of a male junior or senior high school student. There's a student ID name tag on his blazer. Ryuben's Academy Senior High School. Koichi Kanesada. Do you know what lies beneath this school? It's a mire of agony and torment that can drive a man to madness with a single touch. Yes, I know what's down there. Hello, corpse. Any others? Nope. It's a halfway decomposed corpse. Based on size and uniform, it looks to be the body of a male junior or senior high school student. His name tag seems to have survived intact. Ryuben's Academy Senior High School. Taka Taiga. Anything on the stairwell? Or is it just a path up? Just a path up. Ah, we can't go up. The stairwell is packed tightly with desks. It won't be possible to get up to the 3rd floor from here. And no bodies. The girls' bathroom entrance is covered in protective charms and seems to be shut up tight. It looks like something is written here, but the lettering is so faint as to be illegible. Hey look, we're on the other side. Oh, hello. Well, this spirit is probably not going to let us pass. Let me just do a quick save here. It's a thoroughly decomposed corpse. Looks to be a male junior high school student, except he's got no head. His name tag reads, Kuroshiki Industrial High School, Akira Yutsuka.
誰かが僕の頭を盗んだ。取り戻して、僕はあんたたちの力になれるかもしれない。
どうする？
ああ、参ったな。心霊現象なんて信じていなかったが、これ以上ない証拠を目の当たりにしてしまった。
じゃなくて、この人の頼み聞くかってこと。どうしよう。私たちも友達探してるけど、この人も困ってるみたい。
Helping him seems to be the best choice, because one thing I've learned is help the spirits, otherwise bad things happen.
困っているようだし、俺たちにできることなら助けてやりたいな。
そうだね。もしかしたらここから出る手がかりを教えてくれるかもしれないし。
It looks like the key from an old-fashioned wind-up toy.
ただのネジ巻きだね。
だが何のネジを巻くものなんだろうな。大きさからするとおもちゃのものにも見えるが。
一応持っとこうか。何かに使えるかもしれないし。
Right. Will you let us pass? Cool, he will. I see that. Oh. It's a comparatively fresh corpse. Based on size and uniform, it looks to be the body of a female junior high school student. The expression on her face is almost joyous. And fortunately, her student ID is clearly legible. Koyo Girls Academy Middle School, Rena Misato. There's a piece of scrap paper on the floor near the body. It seems to have been torn out of a larger memo pad. Several lines are written on it with pink ink. We left a note for Nozomi, telling her to come to the staff room. There's no turning back now. But I shouldn't feel sorry for her. Without food, all three of us will die. And Nozomi's injured, so she'd never be able to get away from that man. See, I had my suspicions from the first note, but this one makes it very, very, very clear what they were going to do. The Hortensia princess, with black dress and white shoes, favors glass houses. No men in the restaurante, please. Huh? What? 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 Heh, nothing there. Anybody's? Nobody's. Can we go in the reference room? The door and window alike are frozen in place, as if they're just decorations on the wall. Nothing even rattles when pushed. Well, there's a bucket. It looks to be a bucket, probably used by the custodian for mopping the floors. There's nothing inside. Dang it. I was hoping, part of me was hoping either for the key or the head.
これ使えないかな？
For what? Okay. Acquired bucket. It's old and rusted, but it still seems sturdy enough. Oh! Oh, the head! In the footlocker! Duh! Duh! And I guess we're gonna use the bucket to put the quote head in, because obviously, who wants to touch a head? Who would want to touch a head? A decomposed human cranium occupies the top left cubby on this shelf. It mustn't have been easy to make it fit, as there are tiny pieces of flesh and scalp tissue all along the frame. The only standout injury is to the jaw, which is clearly smashed in, giving the face an eerie, unnatural expression. Based on what's left of its facial features and the cut of its hair, this was likely a male middle school student.
年格好からするとこれだと思うけど。
大丈夫か、美月。
Simply standing in the presence of this severed head was turning my stomach. The foul stench of decay was absolutely overpowering. Even in this low light, I could easily see maggots crawling through his eye sockets, his nose, his mouth, all over his skin. They were everywhere.
ダメ私この匂い。
亡くなってからずいぶん経ってるみたいだな。
これを運ぶの？手で持って。
We got a bucket.
さっきのバケツ使ってみるか。
Yeah, let's try the bucket.
このバケツなら入りそうだな。俺がやるよ。美月はバケツを持っていてくれるか。
わかった。ありがとう、フクロイ。
いいさ。
Fukuroi used his hands to dig the head out of its cubbyhole and plop it into the bucket. The maggots, sensing that something was amiss, suddenly began pouring out of its various sockets and climbing all over their new rusted metal home.
はい、ティッシュ使って。
You know, it's a good thing I happen to just let's just keep exploring. Instead of oh, immediately, I know where there's a head.
助かる。もう二度と味わいたくない感触だよ。
Because those maggots could have been you dare disturb our home, we're gonna eat your fingers and your hands and all of you. Nom, 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 nom. So it's a good thing I did that.
持ってきたよ。
君の頭だと思う。受け取ってくれ。
僕の頭だ。僕の顔、こんなに腐ってしまって。なんだこの虫どもは。僕の顔醜い。
同情するよ。ここには君と同じように亡くなっている人が大勢いる。なんとか警察に連絡して犯人を逮捕してもらわないと。
お前哀れんだな。僕をかわいそうなやつだと思ったな。
If it makes you happy, yes?
いや、そういう意味では不快に感じたなら謝るよ。
僕が惨めだと思ったろ。醜くて不潔だと思ったろ。二度と僕の体には触りたくないと。
フクロイ、なんか様子が変だよ。
ああ、ここは一旦外へ。
自分がまだ生きているから、だから死人を見下す傲慢なせいじゃ。お前たちもこっち来い。
What? What?
お前たちを奴らに渡してやる。怖いぞ。奴らはとびきり怖いぞ。
What?
いった。
Was this supposed to happen, or is this a bad end?
ここはフクロイ、フクロイ、どこ？どっかその辺で気絶してるのかな。あ、そうだ、ろうそく。
My surroundings were far different than I'd expected. I seemed to be in some sort of hallway underground. There was a chill in the air, both literally and figuratively. The smell that wafted about was both musty and gloomy somehow.
フクロイ！フクロイ、しっかりして！私たちなんかヤバそうなとこに落とされちゃったよ！フクロイってば！フクロイ？
His eyes were wide open, but he gave no response. Looking a bit closer, I noticed that his neck had been severely twisted. He was staring right at me, but his body was facing the other direction. And his half-agape jaw was completely motionless. He wasn't breathing.
嘘。冗談でしょ？ねえ、笑えないって。
And then there were footsteps.
誰か来る。どうしよう。
Run?
やばい、絶対やばい。逃げなきゃ。ごめん、フクロイ。
I don't know if this is a good or a bad thing. Am I still on track?
待って君。
何なんだろうここ。 昔の防空壕か何か。女の子、こんなとこに。私たちみたいにこの建物に閉じ込められたのかな。そこの子、ここは危ないから。あなた。
お姉ちゃん、お姉ちゃん誰？あの人殺しのおじさんの仲間？
違うよ、怖がらないで。私もね、逃げてきたんだ。あなたこの血どうしたの？人殺しのおじさんって。
わからないの。大きいおじさんに友達が3人殺されて、私だけ助かったの。
そう、ひどい目にあったんだね。お姉ちゃん、お友達を探してる途中なんだけど、よかったら一緒に来なよ。ここ危なそうだし、ぶっちゃけ私も一人じゃ怖いしね。
うん、ありがとう。
Oh no.
思ったより入り組んでるみたい。地図でもあれば。
こっちだよ、お姉ちゃん。こっち。ここ。
道に詳しいんだね。
慣れてるから。
そういえばあなたのお名前まだ。
篠崎幸子。
いった何するの？
さあ、何をしようかな。
何なのここ。
I couldn't decide if it looked more like a pre-war medical facility or a meat processing plant. The stench was overpowering. Not only was the smell of rotting flesh everywhere, but the air was stale and thick. The room seemed to have no ventilation to speak of whatsoever. My eye was first drawn to the blood-spattered table, then to the many other instruments, all stained with dried blood and sprinkled liberally with viscera. And then I saw it, in the back of the room.
そんな。あれって。
There was definitely more meat processing than medicine going on in here. What I saw was literally a pile of human remains, every one of them flayed open or torn apart. It was almost like a stack of discarded butcher scraps.
いや、何よこれ。いや、
そこに知り合いでもいた？どれ？返してあげる。一部でよければ。 全部吐いて楽になっちゃうといいよ。
なんでこんなこと。
落ち着いた？じゃあ始めようか。
何する気なの？やめて
I have a bad feeling that this is a game over.
みんなそう言うんだ。やめるわけないのにね。おい、薄のろ、そいつを捕まえて。そうだな、吊るせ。
The large man seemed intent on obeying Sachiko's every command. He drew near me, slowly and robotically. There was no emotion, no sense of urgency. Just a man walking across the room to do his job, like it or not. I have to run. If he catches me, I'll be...
鬼ごっこ？出口はこっちだよ。たどり着けるかな。
Well, now I don't know. Is it a bad end, or is this the appropriate thing that's supposed to happen? I'm just gonna end it here. So thank you all very much for watching, and ciao for now. Ciao for now.